CIT 1122, Packet Tracer Instructional Video 1631, Troubleshooting Static and Default Routes. This is a really good lab. There are some static routes that are created that need to be removed, and the correct static routes need to be put in their place, and you can score 100%. So let's take a quick look at this. Router 1, Router 2, Router 3, all of the networking is correct. All of the documentation is correct. So all we got to do is figure out what's wrong. So we're going to go router by router, 1, 2, 3, and identify the incorrect static routes for IPv4 and then IPv6. Then we'll go to router 2, we'll do the same thing. We'll go to router 3, we'll do the same thing. We'll be done in about 15 minutes. Let's take a look. Router 1. That is not a very good start to our beginning here. Let's try that again. En and show IP int brief. And we can see a couple of interfaces that we have on this device. They both appear to be in an up state. That looks good. How about show IP route? And in IP route, we've got a static route, which is good because router 1 only has one neighbor router. So anything that isn't directly connected, isn't on LAN 1, it should be forwarded to router 2 to find its way to its ultimate destination, which may be connected to router 2 or router 3. So one static route here, and it's quad zeros to 172.31.1.195. Okay, now I can see a problem right away with this number here. So the next hop IP address needs to be the value on this interface on router 2, which is the serial, I think it's serial 000 on router 2, and that cannot be 195, can't be 172.31.195 because that would be the broadcast address. So this number, this value has to be either 193 or 194, depending on what this address is. So seeing as that 194 is connected here locally, that means this has to be 193. So let's rewrite that static route, not as 195, but as 193. So we'll go big T and no IP route. .31.1.195. Incorrect. Goodbye. And let's fix that to 193. Bam. Okay, that one's done. Good. Okay, 16 points. Great. Since that was the only static route and it was wrong, and we fixed it to make it right, it will work for IPv4. Let's take a look at the IPv6 static route. So let's do a do show IPv6 route. And not so lucky here. No static default route. They did all three of them individually. So now we got to look at these. Let's go one by one and see if any of these are incorrect. Now, these are all exiting a local interface, so they've been set to leave serial 000. And let's go ahead and take a look at that. So that is serial 000 there, so that is definitely correct. So if the network IDs here and here and here are all correct, then these static routes are in fact correct. So DB1, 2001 DB83::64. 2001 DB83::64. Check, that one looks right. 2001 DB84::64. 2001 DB84::/64. Correct. And 2001 DB85::64. 2001 DB85::64. That, in fact, looks correct also. I'm going to say these three are okay. If we look at them here, you can see those are the three other networks that are not directly connected. They are all set to serial 000. And I think we're in good space here. No problem. All right, let's move on to router 2. I don't see any other problems on router 1. Okay, router 2. Let's take a look at IPv4 first. So show IP routes. Let's see what we got. Show IP route. We got a couple of static routes here. We got 2 static routes, which is good. The 2 static routes make sense because router 2 here is connected to LAN 2 and the 2 serial networks. And the only 2 networks it's not connected to are LAN 1 and LAN 3. So there should be a static default route, a static route for LAN 1 on router 2 and a static route for LAN 3 on router 2 also. So let's see if those are correct. So we've got 172.31.1.0/25, 172.31.1.0/25, good. And we have 172.31.1.128/26. 172.31.1.128/26. Those 2 destination networks are correct. Now, let's see if there is an issue, and there is, because the first static route that points to LAN 1, the next hop IP address is posted as 172.31.1.198, which is not this interface. It is not within this network. It is not. This network is 192 through 195, which means this interface is 193 or 194, and we just established which one it was, but I forgot. So we'll check that. But I can assure you this. It's not 198 because it's not in that subnet. 198 is in this subnet over here. So these next hop IPs, I believe, are actually just reversed. So if we look at serial 000 for router 1, it is actually the 172.31.1.194. And if we look at the serial interface on router 3, that one is 198. So these numbers do need to be flip-flopped. So let's remove those 2. Let's take those 2 static routes out, and then we'll put the 2 correct static routes in. So config T, no IP route 172.31. Oops. 31.10, 255.255.255.128. Next hop IP address would be 172.31.1.194, and that should be good. Oops, 198. There we go. And hey, since we're here, let's just go ahead and put this one in. I said that we were going to do it the other way, but let's just go ahead and change this right now. So the only thing that's wrong is that 198 needs to be 194, and the word no needs to be removed from the front. This is a little more an efficient way to get that done, and that one's done. So let's take the second one now, no IP route, and that one is for 172.31.1.128, and that is a /26. 255.255.255.192, and that one is incorrectly going to 194. So 172.31.1.194, and that one's gone. And let's go ahead and fix that. We'll make that 198 and take the no off the front, and that will be fixed. Perfect. Okay, good stuff. IPv4, I believe, fixed now for router 2. Let's look at IPv6. So show IPv6 route. Oops. From there, we need to do a do show IPv6 route. And let's see what static routes they have. It looks like they've got, I'm just gonna, there it is. Just 2, which is good. So 2001 DB, that's a problem. 2001 DB61::64. 2001 DB8:1::64. There's a 6 where there should be an 8 right there. And that's going through 2001 DB82::194. We'll check that next hop in just a second. Let's look at the other one. 2001 DB85::64. And next hop here, 2001 DB85::64. Network does match. Next hop IP address, I'm not sure. Let's take a quick look at router 3. Show IPv6 INTBRIF. And that'll get us to 2001 DB84::98. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so that does match that. So that one's correct. Let's look at router 1 serial interface for IPv6 serial 2001 DB82. So that would be for this one, 2001 DB82::194. That one matches also. So the only problem here is that there's a 6 where there should be an 8 on this static route. So let's just look at it in the running config. So we'll do show run pipe begin IP route. And that takes us to where we want to see that. So we'll do a control C. And let's go ahead and get rid of the one that we don't want. So we'll do no IPv6 route. And the one that we want to remove is this one, the second one. So 2001:1:/64 space 2001:DB8:2:194. That's got to go. And the quick fix to that is change this 6 to an 8 and take the no away. That one's fixed. Okay, so 2 of the 3 routers completed, and we have about 2/3 of the points. So it looks like about 1/3 of the points is going to be on router 3. Let's take a look at that. So we'll close that, and let's head over to router 3, and let's see what it's got to say. Let's do follow the same pattern. We'll do IPv4 first. So show IP route, and let's see what they have to offer. And no static default, although it was an option. So there are 3 static routes, and that would represent the 3 networks that are not directly connected to router 3. So that should be this network, the LAN 2, LAN 1, and the link between routers 1 and 2. So those would be the 3 networks that we should have static routes for. Let's see if that is correct. 172.31.00/24. 172.31.00/24 for LAN 2, correct. Exiting serial 001. Is this actually 001? It is. That one looks correct to me. 172.31.1.0/28. 172.31.0/25. That one is wrong. So we need to fix that, and going out the correct interface. And let's look at the third one, 172.31.1.192.30. 172.31.1.192.30. That one is correct. The only one that is incorrect would be the second one. So this one is wrong because the subnet mask is incorrect. Subnet mask should be a /25, and we have it as /28. So let's get rid of it, and let's put in the right one. So config T. No IP route 172.31.1.0.255.255.255, and it was set incorrectly at a /28, so that makes this 240. Oops. And exit S0/0/1, and that one's gone. And let's fix it. Subnet mask should be a /25, so that should be 128 there. And take the no away. And that one's good. All right, cool, 80 points. 20 more points to go. I bet it's an IPv6 on router 3. So let's do a show IPv6 route. And let's see what we've got. And 2 statics, is that all? So we've got 2 statics here. Probably should have a third because there's 3 networks that are not directly connected. So let's see what we got here. So we've got 2001 DB82, 2001 DB82, okay, /64. Looks pretty good. 2001 DB83/64, 2001 DB83/64. Also exiting serial 001. That looks correct as well. It looks like we're just missing a static route For the LAN over here, so let's go ahead and add that one in. So that one's going to be IPv6 route 2001 colon DB8 colon 1 colon /64 and serial 0/0/1, and that's added. That should do it. And there we are at 100%. So this one, consider it done. I will see you. Actually, I think this is the last lab in the section. So I'll see you in 11:23 if you just watch this one, or go back and watch one of the other ones from 11:22.